Alright, here is a tragic recording, and this about a late kid named Raheem Shaw. No, what happened was that this poor kid, I think he snuck out of his parents' home after hours, and in the hours of the morning, he was trying to get back in. I think his mom alerted his dad, who had a firearm, and then they thought the intruder was trying to break in, so they shot. And unfortunately, Raheem was the so-called intruder, and they rushed him to the hospital, but it was too late. So yeah, it's been making the rounds. And yeah, the family is in a state of shock right now because son's dead. The dad is has to live with the fact that he accidentally killed his own flesh and blood, and can't imagine the state the mother is in now. So let's just read. So, what was 15-year-old Raheem Shaw doing out in the street at 3 a.m. while his parents were asleep, believing that he was getting adequate rest for school one after a few hours later? That's what stars were phrasing this question in this article. The question carries an immense amount of agony for his family, who was left shell-shocked this past Wednesday when the teen, mistaken for an intruder, was reportedly shot dead by his father at a home in Hillshire, Portmore, St. Catherine. The police corporate communication unit said that the father, after being alerted by his wife that someone had opened the front gate and grill, retrieved his licensed firearm and fired 3 rounds through the front door. Our news team learned that a young Raheem was a few steps away from the front door when he was shot. Family members and neighbors were all devastated as watched police personnel comb through the crime scene. From all indications, everyone's astonishment that Raheem was outlawed was justified. He was a fifth form A student at Wilmer's Boys School in Kingston, and basically said that he was just a sterling example. All right, and they basically said there was one. Why were they out? Why were they out? Is he out? At these hours of the morning, which unfortunately led to his demise. Now, I will say this, that no way this poor kid who could have had a very bright future, because for what to understand that this kid was pretty much a good student, and from what this family is saying, he's a good kid. Fortunately, a very bad decision took that all away. No, yeah, people are going to question says, man, why is it? Why didn't the dad just shout out and just ensure that who it was? But then again, people have to understand that there are no easy answers in this situation, because yeah, cause people will say this kid he should have made sure that he knew who it was before shooting. But you see, when you're in that situation where you're not where you're in a state of your adrenaline is kicking in, cause you have to deal with that. Okay, if someone's possibly breaking in, who knows what that person might do, and the fact that he probably assumed that his son was in his room sleeping, so he probably think, okay, my kid's sleeping. Cause I think the dad said the dad was sleeping, the mom woke him up, and they all assume that okay, Raheem is sleep at this point sleep because this is a kid, this is a 15-year-old kid. Who they all assume that at the certain curfew time that he's going to be in his bed, and so when they're hearing this, okay, yeah, somebody is trying to break in. Who knows what that person might do, and due to all this crime that is so out of control in Jamaica and that spur of the moment, you're not really going to be thinking, okay, if I'm okay, I better not take any chances because they probably are not going to. Because it's not like a case where there's going to be an action movie or like Home Alone where they just allow the intruder to come in and then they probably just verify, okay, is this an intruder or not? And then which would have then resulted in my eyes. Okay, it's her son who should have been in bed at this time, as opposed to okay, there may be someone who's coming to his house to rob or do worse, and who knows if that person is alone. Cause like I said, those especially in that area like Portmore, which is like a hot spot of crime, apart from Spanish Town. Yeah, you're not going to be taking any chances. Because I know that at this moment, the father is being painted as a villain. He's saying, how could you kill your own son? And bear in mind the fact that same people, do not know what that's like to be in a situation where you're not expecting, you're assuming that your own son is in his room. and you're assuming that okay, the person's coming in at these wee or at 3 a.m. in the morning is likely going to have ill intent. I better not take the chance. So basically, say, you know what? It's either us or me, okay? Because he's thinking, the father at that moment was thinking, I have to protect me, my wife, and her son. Not realizing that the son was the one that was on the other side of the door. So yeah, there's no easy situation in this. Like I can't really. It's sad what happened to this poor kid. Me like a kid made a bad, very bad choice. Cause I'm pretty sure that his parents soon told him that, hey, you're supposed to be in bed at this time of night. And unfortunately, his bad decision led to this happening. And again, this is not me saying that this kid deserved what he got, but I think it's just unfortunately this is a case study and so on. Like you kind of have to, in this day and age, you have to use discernment with certain things. Because if he had probably stayed in, I know people are going to be upset saying this kid. No, if he had not been out at this time of night, because he's a 15-year-old kid. I mean, it's one thing if he's a big man and a big man and that he can come and go as he pleases. But like he's a 15-year-old kid who shouldn't have any business being out at these time of night. This is what happened. Yeah, my condolences to the family because I know that the dad is going and the mom are going through a lot right now because the dad has to live with the fact that he killed his own son, even though it was an accident. And the fact is that the dad is going to be demonizing me. Well, he can't feel any worse than he already does because no matter what the truth is, that's not going to bring back his child. So, but condolences to the family. It's very sad what happened. It's a case study of what happens when you make the wrong decisions and so on. Unfortunately, is this kid, if this kid had us been in his bed at a certain time at the night, this chances are this would not likely happen. I think that's what dangerous when you're sneaking away at these times, always if you're a kid or whatever, or if you don't tell your people, especially if they have as far on hold of who you are, where you are at that time. But that's all I have to say. This is for State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check out my YouTube pages, Miles Gusson Farron, Miles Productions with Thoughts and Miles, right?